Hello everyone, The Nerdy Steve here, and today we will be featuring an Explorer deck, Bant CoCo Angels. A link to the list is in the description below. And I'm just going to talk about the basic gameplay of this because it is best of one. So, let's go. This deck has been featured in a lot of different iterations on the channel before, but this is the first time I've covered the Bant version. So, basically what the Angels deck in Explorer does is it runs a lot of the generic and really powerful angel cards. So it has Giada, Speaker of the Heavens, Youthful Valkyrie, Bishop of Wings, Righteous Valkyrie, and Resplendent Angel. These are all angels that, trigger and get bigger when other angels enter the battlefield. Bishop gains you life when other angels enter the battlefield. And then, when you're at above 27 life, Righteous Valkyrie pumps all your creatures. Resplendent Angel makes more angels when you gain life. And Speaker of the Heavens makes more angels when you gain life. So that's kind of like, again, the basic skeleton of all these different angel decks in Explorer. Focus on just your angels making each other bigger and more powerful while gaining you life in the meantime. Right? Now, we also run Collected Company, which is an instant where you look at the top 6 cards, and you can put 2 of those. If you have a creature that costs 3 mana or less, you can put it onto the battlefield. And so this deck, you can just save up, you cast something on turn 2 or turn 3, and then on turn 4, you can Collected Company for a really, really potentially explosive board. Sometimes you can Collected Company into Righteous Valkyrie and Righteous Valkyrie. You gain a bunch of life, all your creatures get +2/+2, and then you can just start attacking for lethal. With Resplendent Angel and Righteous Valkyrie, sometimes it's very easy to gain a lot of life right away, and then you can start making angels at the end of your turn. There's just a lot of ways that CoCo really, really work in this deck. And now, the Bant version has blue. So this actually version, it has Glasspool Mimic and Skyclave Apparition. I'm going to talk about both of those here. So Glasspool Mimic is what makes this version Bant. This is the only blue card in the deck. And this is, you can have it enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature. And so with Collected Company, you can Glasspool Mimic something that it has to already be on the battlefield. It can't be another thing that you're getting with Collected Company. But if you have a Righteous Valkyrie out, Glasspool Mimic can become a copy of that. If you have, a Youthful Valkyrie, Glasspool Mimic, guess what? Can be a copy of that. And what this does is it allows you to have potentially more explosive starts in this deck. This is kind of taking place of the 1/1 creature with Disturb that gains life when you enter the battle, when creatures enter the battlefield. That's common in a lot of the green-white lists. So you are sacrificing a little bit of the consistency because you are adding another color. There are times where Glasspool Mimic can get stranded in your hand without a blue source. And this deck is pretty mana focused on white. And so sometimes you have to, on turn 2, use, what is the card? The Hengegate Pathway for white mana instead of maybe saving it for blue. And so it is an actual deck building sacrifice to add Glasspool Mimic, but Glasspool Mimic is just a really, really strong card to get with Collected Company, or just turn 3 play copying a Youthful Valkyrie or a Bishop of Wings if you need to do that. And this also version has Skyclave Apparition, which is something I was considering adding to my other angel versions. Skyclave Apparition is not an angel, so it doesn't necessarily fit the theme of the deck, but one of the problems with our angel deck is that sometimes your opponent will cast a creature or something that you just need to get rid of. It is our only form of interaction, and sometimes if you are a little slow or your pieces don't come together very, very quickly, it's very, very easy to fall behind and not have time to catch up. One of the strengths of this deck is that you can kind of, each creature really, really makes every other previous creature that much more powerful. And sometimes your opponent has a removal spell and then a very aggressive start. You just can't ever reach that max amount of permanence and board state to really get going. And Skyclave Apparition allows you to maybe take a turn off. Like, you don't have to rush out a Resplendent Angel that will just die, or a Righteous Valkyrie that will just die. You can, Skyclave Apparition, kill what your opponent's doing, and then maybe you have an extra turn or two to get a Collected Company or to Righteous Valkyrie and play something right away to gain life. And so it just gives you that much more insurance, and it's a really good hit off Collected Company anyway, because it allows you to have a better surprise or interaction in combat potentially. And so I really, really like that. And also, Skyclave Apparition can be copied with Glasspool Mimic, so that's also another really cool interaction that this version brings. And that's basically it. We want to cast angels, then we want to CoCo into more angels, and then kill our opponent. And let's see if we can do that. Okay, this is a hand I'm happy with. We get to, if we draw a land, we get to cast a Collected Company. But in the meantime, we get to Giada into Righteous Valkyrie. And that's just one of the more powerful starts we could have, so... Uh-oh. I don't like this very much. Alright, and this is the Glasspool Mimic, which we might need to do for blue. We'll see. So we're gonna do Youthful Valkyrie here because I want a Glasspool Mimic tap, so next turn we can Collected Company if we need to. If we Eiganjo into Righteous Valkyrie, that's just potentially very bad. I mean, not like very bad, but it means we can't CoCo next turn. And if our opponent does have some type of interaction, that's just not that wonderful for us. And now we have to think. Fading Hope. And now we have to... This is very, very tricky situation here. So I think I want to pay the 2 life and go for Skyclave Apparition. This keeps us away from getting another Lofty or Disruption of another kind. Alright, was a Snare. Spectral Sailor during their turn. I want a Youthful Valkyrie. See what our opponent does here. A counter. And then let's do Righteous Valkyrie. And now we're kind of set up where, I mean, our opponent doesn't have another land to Spectral Sailor. We could do Bishop into Resplendent. Or we can just wait to CoCo. See if our opponent tries to do anything, and then we can CoCo. Though, maybe we do want to try and double spell. I'm not entirely sure. Ascendant Spirit, okay. So, no, I think we go for CoCo here, and then we can do this during our turn. Because this ensures that we're gonna gain enough life to trigger the Resplendent Angel. Yeah, this seems good. Because if there's a counter magic here, our opponent will tap out. Most likely. Okay. And now we're in such an almost impossible spot for our opponent to beat us. GG. Okay, no, this is good, right? We get to do Hallowed Fountain on turn 1 with a turn 2 Giada or Bishop into Company on turn 4. Alright, our opponent has Giada as well. So now... And our opponent, what? Oh, our opponent has Spara's Headquarters. We do not have Spara's Headquarters in our version. And that might be an option for some people. I think we really need as many untapped lands as we can get. Oh, that's interesting. So we do green here, and we Skyclave the Giada. Our opponent's Linvala is going to go away. Okay. Linvala is also an option, so maybe our opponent has more blue than we do. I mean, it has Glasspool and Linvala. Oh, Temple of Enlightenment, tapped. And this is what, we don't want our tapped lands, right? So what we're going to do here is this, and I think we go for the CoCo. And hope we get something really good. So we can get Resplendent and Valkyrie. Yeah. And then next turn, we can Bishop the Resplendent Angel and Glasspool Mimic the Valkyrie. Alright, our opponent didn't gain life that turn, which is good for us. Alright, so now... I think we can hold off on the Skyclave. So we do this. And then we target Resplendent Angel, which makes everything big. 5... I don't know. No, I don't know if we do that yet. Alright, now if our opponent has a good collected company, this game is going to get out of control very, very quickly. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, there? Okay. So what we need to do... I think... We can attack here. No, maybe they give everything... indestructible. So our opponent is trying to win with the Book of Exalted Deeds. So if we can Skyclave it in here, I think we're in a really, really good spot. Our opponent... Alright, and then we can still Skyclave Apparition, the book. Do that, and we gain a billion more life, which is the actual term. And this is also kind of why Skyclave Apparition is good here, because you can just like target very specific things when normally you would just have maybe a big creature. Oh, what does that do? Yeah, that didn't do anything. Okay. GG. Okay. We get to turn one speaker into Valkyrie, or do we I think we want to do the Glasspool short so we can know we turn 3 something good. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Giada. Alright. Our opponent, I think we have to be doing better than our opponent here, right? So we can, if we Resplendent Angel, we gain... No, I think we do this. And then next turn, our Resplendent Angel gains a lot of life? Valkyrie. Yeah, okay. No attacks, but then we get that angel, and now everything's big. Yeah. Blossoming Sands. I think we are at a point where we're just... Even the best CoCo next turn probably isn't enough to overcome our board state. So our opponent is thinking what to do. And our opponent is thinking. Regardless, if you haven't already, you should totally like, comment, and subscribe while we're waiting for our opponent. Thank you, and I hope everyone is staying cool because it is very hot right now. I have the air conditioner as high as it can be, and I am still not enjoying today. What I do like is our opponent has matching Giada sleeves. I'm not attacking for lethal or anything, just because I don't know. I'm afraid of like kill shot or something, and I think we're golden if we just wait a bit. Right? Seems like it. Our opponent did draw the collected company, so maybe I should have gotten in for a little more. That's a lot of life. A lot. Uh-oh. Should we have attacked? Huh. So the thing is, if we can kill one Valkyrie, we could probably kill them all. Right? Yeah. I don't even think we need to do anything, because they're all gonna die because they're going down. Yeah. They went below 27 life, so all the Valkyries lost -6, -6, which killed them, so we didn't need to Eiganjo. Which I'm very thankful for. GG. We have... Now I have to... When do we Glasspool Mimic? Do we hope to just draw lands? I don't know. Takedown heavy, okay. We have to hope our opponent doesn't go off here. Maybe we should have Skyclave Apparition the Shakedown Heavy. That was probably a mistake. Oh. Alright, I feel less bad about that decision now. But, go white. Let's go CoCo. Hmm. Not exactly what I wanted to see, but what am I gonna do? Luminarch Aspirant? Okay. Taking a taking a lot of damage here. Do we double block? Uh, no blocks. Oh. We do have blue mana opponent. Ha. Got him. So, do I do this into Valkyrie or Glasspool Mimic into Valkyrie? Now, they're huge. We can double block the heavy and the Gargaroth. Or we could just, like, quadruple block the Elder Gargaroth now. If we attack here, we attack with everything. That is. So what? Block, block, block. 15, 17. They can gain 3, though, and I don't like that. Maybe we should, though, because this is giving them more outs. But oh, hardened scales and an Elder Gargaroth. Uh-oh. God, any angel puts us in such a wonderful spot. Now we have to double block. Probably should just quadruple block, because now a single removal spell really, really messes us up. Vivian. Oh, no. Well, unfortunate for us. Let's get rid of hardened scales. Oh, we could have gotten rid of Vivian? I did not know that. I didn't realize Vivian only costs 4 mana. That may have been a big mistake. Now our opponent can get something from outside the game. Laisa. Oh, wow. We're doing that. Our opponent gets the Elder Gargaroth again. But we only lose one of our creatures. It doesn't die because of Laisa. But if we get an angel, we'll be fine. Thank you. That's literally all I wanted. Because now everything is going to be huge. We don't have to worry about everything anymore. 5. Thank you. Oh my god. GG. Thank you for watching me play some Bant Angels in Explore. This deck is great. It's gas. I really, really like the addition of Skyclave Apparition, and I might do that in my regular Selesnya Angels decks. As you saw, though, the blue edition with Glasspool Mimic actually gives you a lot more options and power, but it does come at a very, very real cost. And I don't know if it's something I like more than the Bant Angels decks, but it is just very, very different, and it is a useful tool. And I would recommend playing this version if you can, because I think the Glasspool Mimic decisions of whether or not to play as a land and what to copy and how to navigate the games is a really, really good learning thing for players to do, because it really makes you prioritize and really delve into the cost benefits of doing things. Like playing Glasspool Mimic on turn 1 means you can never Bishop of Wings on turn 2 because it requires 2 white. But sometimes that might be needed to ensure that you can then get a turn 4 CoCo instead of hoping you draw an untapped land. And I think that's helps people become better players because it really, really forces you to look at your hand and plan things out turn by turn right when you choose to mulligan or not. And I think that's useful for everyone. So with that being said, if you haven't already, you should like, comment, and subscribe. Those are great ways to help support the channel. If there are any decks you want to see me play, let me know and put them in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new things. I go through a lot of decks very, very quickly, so any inspiration is good. And with all of that, thank you for watching, and I hope you had a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. Bye.